used to work in the public schools, and I got a phone call from a little Irish priest named Father Peter who wanted to restructure the school, and he asked me to come and look at the school. I visited one day, fell in love, and said yes.
The greatest need is the education of our children and the care of our children and motivating our children and inspiring our kids.
We get so much more out of it because what we're seeing is people live up to their potential. We're seeing a community that can achieve and can do all these things.
You see the spirit of the entire community inside of this school.
A lot of the kids now, like, you don't see that many of them running around on the streets. So, like, I guess that benefit that they've gotten here at St. Lawrence, like the after-school daycare program and the literacy, they have other things to do than run around.
They've gotten out the word that, hey, there's this pretty great part of Watts. Like, it's not all about gangs and it's not all about shooting.
And I think the community has changed because before there would be a lot of gang violence, like even when I was in school, and you don't see that around here anymore.
Well, I actually went to Markham at first. I used to just honestly not like going to school at the time. I mean, every day there was a fight, boys, girls, it really didn't matter. Being there and coming here, I felt a lot safer because everybody treated each other as if we were our own siblings. Oh, it made me feel very, very human-like again.
When I was in public school, it was really different, but now that I come to St. Lawrence, I see love, I see peace.
Everybody gets treated with respect.
Everybody works together and shares. When you need help, they work as a family.
There's nice teachers, nice students.
There's just a spirit of wanting to be here, and it feels like a family, and the kids are great, and they're hilarious, and they're smart, and they have a lot to give.
I have a lot of friends. We help each other when we need help.
The school is the pearl in the community. It's the lighthouse that shows the way home for children. The joy of my priesthood is to see these children and to see Daisy. Daisy is one of my very special children too in the 8th grade. And Daisy has not had an easy life. Her brother was killed, but she's an amazing girl.
I started to come to St. Lawrence in 4th grade in the middle of the year because of a problem that happened to my family. My brother passed away. He had got shot. My family was like breaking down and we needed help and we couldn't find help. But my mom decided to come to St. Lawrence. It changed my life. I thought I was going to end up in a bad school. I thought I wasn't gonna make anything in my life. To me, when my brother passed away, there was no future for me. I gave up on everything. And then like once I entered St. Lawrence and I started like getting to know the teachers, the principal, I noticed that they cared for me.
These teachers give of themselves and really invest themselves in these students, not just in helping them perform academically, but also in getting them to see their own potential.
Well, we have 13 staff, all with college degrees. Most of us here have our master's degrees in education.
What we teachers here have is like a sisterhood or a camaraderie between us. We always depend on each other. We help each other out.
I feel I'm part of a huge group of people that believe in the education.
I think the best part is the instant gratification. When a child doesn't understand something and you go over it with them and you explain it, and then that light in their eye once they understand, you know, wow, like, okay, I did my job, they did get it.
The students love being here and they love learning.
My favorite subject is English.
My favorite subject is English, sometimes math,
Music, social studies.
I like to learn about a lot of science because I want to be a scientist when I grow up.
I want to be a veterinarian or an artist. I want to be an architect.
I like to be an inventor.
I want to be an archaeologist.
I want to be a teacher.
A veterinarian.
I want to be a dentist or a doctor when I grow up. An inventor, a police officer.
My favorite thing about St. Lawrence is that we get to learn new things. We have really nice coaches.
When we started the sports program, everyone tried out for the sports program.
We have a great sports program. We have a coach here who really animates our young people.
Our students have made a name for ourselves here at St. Lawrence. When I first got here about 4.5 years ago, we lost every game in football. We lost every game in basketball for the first year. I had to teach the students how to lose first before I actually taught them how to win. And now, just this year alone, our football team went undefeated. Our basketball team went to the playoffs. Our girls basketball team went to the playoffs. We just turned our school and transformed it into an elite school. And it feels great. All the kids, they're all respectful. Hi, St. Lawrence.
The hardest thing for our parents is the financial situation, because constantly parents are asking, Father, I'd like to keep my child here, but we just don't have it.
The poor seek education as a value, but not as a reality. And I made up my mind we were going to make it a reality for so many children to go to school, to break the cycle of poverty.
100% of our kids last year got into a Catholic high school, and we're expecting the same this year.
I'm really proud of the students in the high schools. We hear from the schools about the number of students on the honor roll.
We now are a victim of our own success, where the need for financial support to help these kids achieve the dream that we dared them to dream is now a reality.
Almost every student at St. Lawrence is subsidized in some way, but our biggest help for families here at St. Lawrence is adoptions and when we get donors to give money to help students go to Catholic school. If someone donates $1,500, if someone donates the full $2,000, what happens is that they're actually donating more because that family's going to be able to bring in fundraising, service hours, and bring us other monies as well.
Even a priest called me yesterday. He said, I think you're a professional beggar. But if it's begging for the children, I'm not embarrassed.
When someone donates to St. Lawrence, that money, that investment is exponential. It's giving those kids a future into high school and college, and it's affecting the entire family's future.
People see hope, as it was the word hope. When I look at Daisy and all the people, I think of the word hope. This is the hope, and this is the joy, and this is the future.